Dajaho, kumusta? My name is Victor. In today's video, we're going to talk about this thick boy right here. This is Zhiyun's new light. This is the FiveRay FR100C. And I think this is Zhiyun's first LED light stick, and in this video we're going to cover its strengths and weaknesses, plus how to use this as a key light, as an accent light, as a fill light. And I've actually taken this to a few of my product shoots and it's actually fairly helpful, and it can replace your lower wattage COB lights like the Forza 60. So let's get started. Okay, rapid fire specs as usual. This is a full RGB light stick that boasts 100 watt max power in CCT mode that covers 2700 Kelvin all the way to 6200 Kelvin. There's no app control, so everything is controlled on this wheel dial. You can fast charge it by USB-C or with the AC adapter, and it has active cooling, but you can't manually turn it on and off, but it does automatically turn on with CCT mode over 10%. And I haven't experienced it turn on RGB mode even if it was at 100%. So there's only one mounting point on the bottom of the base, and it's quite a heavy light for a 1/4 inch thread at the bottom, especially if you are hanging it parallel to the ground. This LED stick comes in black or white, and it's smaller and brighter than its direct competitors, the Nanlite Mix-1 18-2 and the Godox LC500R. Thing is, I don't have these two direct competitor units because Nanlite rejected me, and Godox, I haven't really reached out to them, so I'm sorry, it's gonna have to wait, or you're gonna have to watch some reviews just to compare it with this video and the other reviews. Okay, so we're gonna turn this off now, and we're gonna use this as key light. Now this is only the Forza 60 at 45%, double diffused with a grid on, so kind of looks like this without the additional lights. These are just practical, so these are just for the background. So this is the max brightness. As you can see, it's too bright, so we don't need the max, and we're gonna set it to 5600. It's still a little bit bright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna just tame it down a little bit. This is a little going too hard light, and this is at 8%. This is direct. I'm just holding it up kind of just like the angle of the Forza 60 with a softbox. On itself, it produces a little bit of a softer light than I expected. It is only at 8%. And it looks like this already. So we're gonna take it up a notch. We're gonna make it softer with just the help of a fabric, which is a unbleached muslin. And we have it here. This is only $10 at your fabric store or cheaper. So we're gonna try it out. Okay, so now we have set up this diffusion sheet right here. We're at 2%. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna bounce it so that we can control a little bit more. We're just gonna put it up to maybe 65%. That's good, and we're not peaking or anything, and it's kind of forcing me to turn the light a little bit so we get this triangular light on here. And now this is it. We get a little spill in the back, but that's okay. That's the nature of this. The softbox and the grid kind of directs us with the light. I think it's a little bit too bright, so we're just going to put it at 45% as well as the Nanlite double diffused. And I think this passes along with the same amount of this one. So this is the FiveRay with bounce unbleached muslin. This is it with unbleached muslin without any added effects. And then we're gonna turn on the lights with added effects. So let me know how it goes. Just the key light. Now we have the key light on here. I'm gonna turn on the accent light. Now this is just the FiveRay FR100C, and this is with the accent light. We're gonna replace the lamp, and we're gonna color match it with the FiveRay FR100C, and we're gonna use this again, 50mm f0.95. This is a wonderful lens for very low light situations. Okay, so right now the lamp is just lighting the scene. I didn't turn anything on, and this is the result of it. You guys have seen this in the TT Edison's 50mm video. Now I'm just gonna bounce the light stick on the wall so that it kind of gives me a sourcier look similar to the lamp, and these are the results. As I've mentioned, I have taken this to a few different product shoots, and unfortunately the products aren't still released at this time, so I can't show you guys any footage from the shoots. But I have tried to recreate the lighting setups on my MacBook Pro, so this is how it looks like. This is a little too dramatic, so we're gonna add a fill light to the left so that we can see a little bit more of the detail and get that little accent light. One of the biggest gripes I have with this one is saving its settings from the last used when you power it off. So far I've only had the HSI save on me when I power it off. Just look at this, and then if we turn it back on, what's going to happen is that the HSI is still there. Now when I'm using the CCT mode, what happens is that if we do this and we put some value in there, what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn it off from CCT mode, and what happens now if we turn it back on is that the HSI isn't saved anymore, and that CCT it becomes default values again. So now you'd have to dial in your settings again depending on what you had it last. So my workaround with this one is not to turn it off and just put your brightness level all the way down to 0, and that should be it. The only thing that it's going to power is the screen. Obviously a good idea is that you're going to put a power solution on this one while you're lighting it on set. Since we can't save any preset light settings, or at least anything that holds the last setting, I'd love to have it part of the ZY Play app and control the light with this app instead of just focusing on this dial. Another kind of negative about this light is that the HSI mode, the RGB mode, is actually very weak compared to its CCT mode. To show you guys in comparison how bright the CCT mode is, this is the CCT mode on bright setting. So it's really bright, but once you turn on to HSI mode, it just becomes like this. It becomes a fill light or another tube light. But again, if you go to CCT mode, the power of this is there. This is at 100% already. You guys can see on there, and that we're gonna try and take this, and this is the Wii light from Viltrox, and it's only at 17%. This is the K21 from Wii light. It's only at 17%. I'm gonna put it on 100%, and you guys can see how bright this is compared to this one. So we are at 100%, and this guy is also at 100%. So this is the Wii light K21, and it's super bright. It can even light up the room. You can see it's still giving me an overexposed look. If we do this, it barely really touches the background. And here are the giveaway winners from last week's videos. Congratulations to you guys, and email me here to claim your prize. And as usual, I'm giving away this S-Log3 LUT pack. All you have to do to win is comment down below what you guys think about Zhiyun's first LED light, and would you consider buying one? If you do want the LUT pack now, it's available in the link down below, and at 10,000 subscribers, we are giving away a camera. So stay tuned, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
너와 나